Hi everyone, it's Louise with louisemckayart and welcome to my channel. I'm making some coasters with a tried and true palette, and I've been on I've had a problem, and I'm trying to determine what the source of the problem is, as my coasters are falling apart on me when they're drying. I'm not going to say much more than that right now because I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. So what I've got here is my basic Multipro, which is the 47-3110. And the first one I did yesterday with a fresh batch of Valspar came out pretty good. I don't know if maybe my standard has changed and I'm just not accepting much of my stuff anymore. I'm really getting bad about that. But there's no doubt, the first ones I was making, there was something wrong. And honestly, I have not come to 100% conclusion yet as to what that is, as I'm still troubleshooting. Okay, so enough talk about that. What I'm going to do here, this is a batch I made. This is all golden colors because I was actually worried that my golden paint had gone bad. So this is all golden. This is the iridescent pearl. I'm not putting a ton down. Quinacridone Nicolazo gold. Consistency. And I only have 4 colors here, and they're all straight colors. This is the iridescent gold by Golden. Actually, this has a little bit of 24 karat gold by DiycoArt in it too. And the last color is Golden's Carbon Black. Yeah, I was having trouble, and my cells were just over the, after a couple hours, they would just start to shift and move. Everything was looking like a mess. I don't know. The room was cool while we were out in California. I didn't leave the heater on because I thought it was springtime, and so it shouldn't get that cold, but we actually had some 30-degree days or nights. Okay, so this is my American Floetrol. I've actually went back to my American Floetrol because I'm also suspicious that my Australian cell activator has gone bad. I don't know. But since this is a tried and true color combination, it's my baseline. That's the white. See how it's haloing, which is good, but not too much. Black. So all I'm doing here is blowing straight down into the cell activator to get it to form a little pocket and a ridge, and where the ridge forms, I'm going to blow at that to get this composition to blow out. And if you're challenged by the blowout, I have a really good video. It's video 419. It's called The Art of the Blow, and in it I talk about how to find your blow in the first place and how important it is the speed and angle of where you're blowing to get a really good composition. Look at that. Can't complain about that one. So as I'm blowing into the cell activator here, I just want to direct you to my description. In my description, I have links to different creation videos that might be helpful to you, and also some of the products that I use. Just gonna spread out my pillow. And then we'll spin it out, and we'll make one more. And hopefully these will all dry well. It's really disheartening when I was gone for a couple weeks, so, anything could have happened here. Although nobody was here. It's not like somebody broke in and messed with all my recipes. So I don't know. Environment has a play in this, without doubt. Because one of the things, when I moved from California here, my paints just got thicker on their own. And I don't think, the only thing I can think of is that the altitude may have something to do with it. Because I'm at about 3,000 feet here versus being basically at sea level in California. All right, let's give this a spin. Yeah, the next one that I just did, just before this one came out, really good. Really good. So just bear in mind, the corners are always the last to get paint on them. You want to make sure your corners are covered with paint. I missed a corner, missed a spot there, so the paint doesn't want to flow in that direction. Corners are the hardest. They take the longest, but they'll get there. Yeah, this is my earth tone color combination. Love this color combination. Oh, yes. It's so classy. It's just a classic color combination. Look at the cells. This is my American. This is really pretty. Pearl, quinacridone, gold, black. Pretty simple. All I need is silver in there to really boost it up. Corners are now almost covered. So I'm not sure when I'm going to air this, but I am going to be on a vacation for a little bit. Don't know if I will be out of touch or not. I will let everybody know. Here we go, guys. Oh, yeah. So here's the coaster we just made without and with that moth. So everyone, you may be wondering, whatever became of that coaster with the moth in it? Well, let me tell you something. He became my own keepsake and my own personal coaster. And you can imagine the distraught feeling I had seeing him laying in my beautiful coaster the next morning. But as bad of a day as I might have had seeing him land in that coaster and having him be stuck in there, my day wasn't nearly as bad as his was. So because of that, and because this coaster was so pretty, I decided I was going to make a keepsake out of him and make him a permanent memorial in my coaster, since that's basically where he left his life. So needless to say, this becomes a keepsake and becomes a talking point when people come over to visit. And as you've probably already figured, I didn't fix this. I just made another coaster to take its place. So I guess the lesson learned here is, as bad as we may feel about something that might have gone wrong, you know, it's how you look at it and what you're going to do about it in the end. So in the end, he holds my drinks, hot and cold, and he becomes a talking point when people visit. And here are the other three coasters I made in the set, and the last coaster is the one that I made to replace the one with the moth. And certainly that last coaster would never have existed unless that moth took a dive into that first coaster that I made with you guys. And here are all the four together as resined results. And in my usual style, I always will show you the final results fully finished so you can see that these actually made it from creation to finish. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial with a little bit of philosophy sprinkled in. And if you're new here, I ask that you join me by subscribing, hitting the bell and all. You'll get all my latest art tutorials. I would also appreciate everyone leaving a comment and a thumbs up. That also helps me out a lot. At the end of this video, I'll have a link to my coasters playlist so you can see over 100 different other color combinations with coasters and styles. So that's all I have for now, everybody. Take care. Till next time.